What's up, Richard? Timmers here. Now, 2025, this saw the release of lots of limited series of the year. So here is my official top 10 favorite limited or miniseries or anthologies series of the year. Number 10, I'm going with Dope Thief. Now, Dope Thief, of course, stars Brian Tyree Henry, and you also do got Wagner Moore, who's just in The Secret Agent. We're two lifelong friends in Philadelphia, pose as DEA agents to rob like small time, drug dealers here. And the series is really interesting. Like it does play out as a movie, to be honest, yeah. But I really do quite like the chemistry with Brian Tyree Henry. Wagner Moore is both good in this. It's a really interesting show. I mean, if you guys haven't seen it, give it a go. Uh, Number 9 is Dying for Sex. Now, this is of course a show starring Michelle Williams, who is diagnosed of cancer here, and she leaves her husband to explore full breasts of complications and other desires here. Michelle Williams, who I is nominated for a Golden Globe award, I could easily see her winning it. To be honest, yeah. She probably could have easily had one for the Emmy Awards, but Kristen Milani was just way better that year. But still, Michelle Williams is terrific. Jay Duplass, really funny. I got like two Duplass brothers movies shows on this list. But Jay Duplass is great. Rob Delaney's terrific. Jenny Slate. It's such a really interesting and really sad show as well. It is well worth watching. Number 8 is The Better Sister. Now, The Better Sister, of course, stars the likes of Jessica Biel, Elizabeth Banks, Corey Stowe, Kim Dickens, many others here. And it's, of course, where like Chloe, who moves in New York's most elite circles with her Laura husband and teen son by her side, while her strange sister tries to make ends meet and stay clean here. And her husband ends up getting brutally murdered, so gotta find out like who was responsible for the murder here. And I really thought like Jessica Biel, Elizabeth Banks really played the sister dynamic perfectly here. They were both excellent. It is a really interesting show. Crazy twists and turns around. If you guys haven't seen it, give that one a go. Number 7 is Long Bright River. Now, of course, Long Bright River takes place during the opioid crisis here, where like a police officer played by Amanda Seyfried patrols Philadelphia's neighborhood hard hit by the opioid crisis. And a series of murders begins while she also realizes that her personal history might also be related to the case as well. Amanda Seyfried is terrific here. She definitely plays the part very well. The one who plays like her sister in this is great as well. It's such a really interesting show. Crazy twist, also some cool twists and turns around here too. It's such a really interesting one. It is based on a book as well, so there's that. Number 6 is Sirens. Now, Sirens, of course, stars Julianne Moore, Megan Faye, our new Supergirl herself, Millie Alcock. And it's, of course, where, like, Megan Faye plays this woman who's really worried that her sister is having a too close relationship with her billionaire's boss, played by Julianne Moore. And she seeks answers at the lavish seaside estate. Millie Alcock is great in this one. She definitely has a really wonderful performance. Like, if you are really wondering if she's a good actress or not, go watch her in Sirens. She definitely gave her all in Sirens. Makes me excited to see her as Supergirl next year too. So, wonderful performance there. Of course, Julianne Moore is great. Uh, Bill Camp is always terrific. It's such a really good performance here. All right, number 5 is All Her Fault. Now, All Her Fault, of course, stars former Succession star Sarah Snook as this mother who arrives at this at 14 Arthur Avenue, expecting to pick up her son during a play date. But turns out that her son's not there, and so begins every parent's worst nightmare, trying to find out what happened to her son and all. Sophie Lillis from It fame is great in this here. You do got like Jake Lacey, Michael Pena, Dakota Fanning. It is a really interesting show with great crazy twists and turns around. Sarah Snook, it was like her first major TV gig since Succession ended, and she did a great job here. I will love to see her maybe win the Golden Globe this week for her performance here because she is really excellent. All right, number 4 is Devil in Disguise, John Wayne Gacy. Now, this is, of course, about the famed serial killer John Wayne Gacy, starring Michael Chernas as the role of John Wayne Gacy. And of course, it was like a reporters try to you know cover up what who he is and all that. It's such a really interesting show. Like Mike, we have seen stories about John Wayne Gacy before, but I really thought like this really went on depth on who he was and stuff. And I really thought Micah Chernas from Orange is the New Black fame did a great job here. Really embodied John Wayne Gacy perfectly. A really wonderful performance there. All right, number 3 is another show about serial killer, and number 3 is Munster: The Ed Gein Story. Now, of course, it stars Charlie Hunnam as iconic, infamous serial killer Ed Gein, who of course will go on to inspire many Hollywood stories from like Psycho to Silence of the Lambs to Texas Chainsaw Massacre. And I did quite like how the ending they include like lots of the characters that Ed Gein inspired and stuff. And seeing where like Ed Gein is in, is all going to heaven really is really interesting to watch that too. Charlie Hunnam's terrific. Laurie Metcalf is great. The actor who played Alfred Hitchcock, perfect casting there. Uh, Susan Sun's terrific. It has some good cast members involved. Of course, they are doing a fourth season of Munster with which is going to have be about Lizzie Borden. Can't wait to see that one. So, yeah, Munster Ed Gein story, a really good one. Like they've been doing good with these, Munster anthology stories. Whether it's the Jeffrey Dahmer one, the Menendez brothers, now Ed Gein. Cannot wait to see how the the Lizzie Borden one, that should be interesting. Anyway, my number 2 favorite limited series of the year is Good American Family. Also another show starring a Duplass brother. This time around is Mark Duplass. And this is, of course, where like a Midwestern couple adopts like this girl who they believe to be a young girl, but she actually is someone with dwarfism here. And obviously, this is based on the story of Natalia Grace. Umugan Faith Reed does such a good job at playing Grace here. Ellen Pompeo from Grey's Anatomy fame is terrific. It definitely is a really wonderful show. Really crazily, this really did happen. I mean, after you watching the show, you'll definitely want to go back and look up everything else that happened with this case and stuff. It's such a really good show. I mean, go watch it. Highly recommend that. And the best limited series of the year is the one that won the Emmy, and that is Adolescence. I mean, this is literally a show I did not really have much on my radar. When I was doing my top anticipated shows of 2025, it was not even in that list at all. But yeah, this show is really intriguing. I mean, this is actually based on a true story as well. Owen Cooper became the youngest actor to win an Emmy. Well deserved there. Stephen Graham's terrific. I mean, there's a reason this show did want tons of the Emmys. It is a really intriguing, infuriating show here. Aaron Doherty's terrific. Ashley Waters is great. It's such a really remarkable show. I mean, if you guys haven't seen it, highly recommend it. It is a really, really decent show there. A really gut-wrenching show, and it's well worth a watch. But that's pretty much it. Here is my quick rundown. Number 10, Dope Thief. 9, Dying for Sex. 8, The Better Sister. 7, Long Bright River. 6, Sirens. 5, All Her Fault. 4, Devil in Disguise, John Wayne Gacy. 3, Munster: The Ed Gein Story. 2, Good American Family. And number 1 is Adolescence. Now, there's a couple of other honorable mentions I could have included. Let's see here. The Beast in Me with Claire Danes. I just checked out that one. Not a great show, but it was actually okay. I was not too big with that Murdoch Death in the Family one. It could have been better, to be honest. Yeah. Let's see what else we got here. Death by Lightning with Micah Shannon. That wasn't so bad. Let's see what else we got here. Black Rabbit with Jason Bateman and Jude Law. That's another really decent one that could have included. Oh, what else do we got here? Washington Black. That was actually an okay one. But Yeah, that's pretty much all there. Anyway, let me let you guys. What was some of your favorite Limited series of the year? Drop comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for notification. This is Timmy signing out.